At the time of retirement of a partner, the books may have accumulated balances of profits or losses. Out of these two, the retiring or the deceased partner is entitled to his share of such profits and also liable to his share of accumulated losses. Once all these adjustments are done, then the amounts due to the retiring or deceased partner are finally settled. First, let us discuss the adjustments for accumulated profits and losses. At the time of retirement or death of a partner, if there exists any accumulated profits or losses or any reserves which were yet to be distributed or shared among the partners, then the retiring or the deceased partner is also entitled to his share of such accumulated profits and reserves and also liable to contribute to such accumulated losses. Such accumulated profits and reserves and losses belong to all the partners as they are created by the actions and efforts of all the partners. These are usually in the form of general reserves, reserve funds, or profit and loss account balances. Such accumulated profits or losses or reserves are transferred to the capital accounts of all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Where the firm has accumulated profits, then it means that there is a credit balance in the reserves. For such accumulated profits to be adjusted, the general reserves are debited, thereby closing such credit balance, and corresponding credit is given to all partners' capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. Where the firm has accumulated losses, then it means that there is a debit balance in the profit and loss account. For such accumulated losses to be adjusted, all partners' capital accounts are debited in their old profit sharing ratio and the corresponding credit is given to the profit and loss account, thereby nullifying the debit balance and closing it. The net effect of the above entries is that any profits or losses accumulated in the period when the retiring or deceased partner was still a partner with the firm is transferred to all the partners to the credit or debit of their capital accounts and all the accumulated balances are closed. After all the adjustments are made, finally the amount due to the retiring partner is paid to him. Such settlement may either be made in lump sum or in installments, as is previously agreed upon in the partnership deed. So, the various scenarios that may arise while making the settlement to the retiring or deceased partner are that the settlement may be made entirely by payment in cash or bank, or the retiring partner is paid partly by cash or bank and the remaining amount is treated as a loan, or the entire amount due to the retiring partner may be treated as a loan. And when the amount due to the retiring partner is treated as a loan, then we need to see how to treat the installment payments and the interest on such loan. When any amount due to the retiring partner is treated as a loan, then such retiring partner's loan is to be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Let us discuss all the above mentioned scenarios in detail and see what journal entries need to be passed. Firstly, when the retiring partner's settlement is done in full through cash payment or bank transfer, then the entry in the books to give effect to that transaction is done by giving a debit to the retiring partner's capital account since it is a credit account, and by giving a debit to it, we can close the account. The corresponding credit is given to cash or bank through which the payment is made since cash is going out of the firm. Secondly, when the amount due to the retiring partner is treated as a loan, then the entry in the books to give effect to that transaction is done by debiting the retiring partner's capital account, thereby closing it, and crediting the retiring partner's loan account, thereby creating the loan account. So, on the liability side of the balance sheet, the retiring partner's capital account balance is shifted to the retiring partner's loan account. Thirdly, when the amount due to the retiring partner is paid partly in cash and the remaining amount is treated as a loan, then the entry made in the books to give effect to that transaction is by debiting the retiring partner's capital account with the entire amount that is due to him by the firm, thereby closing his capital account. And the corresponding credit entries are given to the cash or bank account with the amount settled in cash or through bank, and then to the retiring partner's loan account with the amount that is treated as loan, thereby creating retiring partner's loan account, which will reflect on the liability side of the balance sheet. When the amount due to the retiring partner is treated as a loan, then the amount in such loan account is settled by making payments in installments to the retiring partner. Each installment consists of a principal portion of the actual amount due to the retiring partner and an interest portion of the loan. So there will be two journal entries passed while making payments of installments, one to record the interest portion and one to give effect to the total installment payment, which includes principal and interest. The entry passed for giving effect to the interest portion payment is by debiting the interest account and crediting the retiring partner's loan account by the interest amount, thereby first giving credit to the retiring partner's loan account with the interest amount. Then the entry is passed for the payment of installment by debiting the retiring partner's loan account and crediting the bank or cash account with the total installment amount. So, although the payment gone out is full, that is principal and interest, but the net debit to the retiring partner's loan account is of the principal portion, because we give it a debit of the total installment amount and a credit of the interest amount. Thereby, the net debit is for the principal portion. So effectively, the retiring partner's loan account is debited with the principal portion, the interest account is debited with the interest portion, and the total credit is to cash or bank, whichever is used to make the payment. These entries have to be made till the retiring partner's loan is settled in full.